Welcome back, you game changers and you people that are absolutely up to something. The ones that will not sit and wait or give up on what they want in life. You're at the right place. So, for those that are new, this channel is dedicated to 8 different areas of maturity. The cavalry ain't coming, baby. You're it. Yo, so 8 different areas of maturity. I'll go through them real quick for you that those that have actually watched this and been a subscriber for some time or have watched several videos. Bear with this, but for the people that are new to this, I'll go ahead and throw it out there real quick. It's 8 different areas. 1 is physical. 2 is community. 3 is your intelligence or cognitive. 4 is your emotions. 5, finance. 6, business. 7, sexuality. And 8, spirituality or purpose. So, with that, all 8 areas you have the ability to develop in and mature through. There are derivations and subcategories to each one of those that actually encompass all of our experiences in life and how we navigate and are prepared for our environment in order to deal with it in a way that makes it less likely to uh, reduce harm anyway, right? It's more likely to reduce harm and less likely to cause problems for you, or at least not the same amount of problems as if you were more immature there. So, if you're afraid of maturity, by the way, so you're like, I don't want to lose my playful, childlike side. That's not what it means to mature. It means that you have lost the insecurities that cause problems when you're at play, or the insecurities that prevent you from playing, or that cause you to play in such a way that does not expose you to actually have as much fun as you'd really like to. So with that being said, this is the Maturity Project. I am your host, Chad Everett Bro Shears, and today's conversation first originally started with how do you combine all of the different areas of maturity, and or from a single act, can it encompass multiple areas of maturity? And the answer is absolutely. So I did a social media post earlier today that had to do with it was a progress photo of me in the gym. It's actually me in a area that I could do some photos and show some of the progress. It's not for vanity as much as it is for me seeing that I am making some changes and hope to and intentionally put out opportunities to give other people inspiration. Now, I'm not Gandhi. I'm not one of these other heroes of history necessarily. I just want what's more ideal for everybody, but through their own effort, because the Maturity Project does not do it for anyone. It helps give insights and guidance for others so that they can do it for themselves. There's no enabling with this process. It is all self-development and scaffolding in order to support you in your growth. But other than that, that's it. It is not to tell you how to do something specific, but to help you come to your own understanding about what you need to do, or options that you have in order to be successful dealing with the challenges that your life has that are in front of you that you would consider to be unique for you. So, with that being said, how many different things happened, or how many different areas did I develop in today whenever I did my workout? So, obviously, the physical body is one of those areas of maturity. All I ask for and all that I require of myself and my students are 1% on a daily basis in order to develop yourself. That is it. 1%. You get 99 more percent. You do whatever the hell it is you want with it. Here's what's pretty cool, though. It's 1% that often contributes to other areas of maturity on top of the area that you're focused on. So, for me today with my gym photos and my post workout progress photos, I had physical body as part of my area of contribution to myself and to my community, because community is another area. So the first area and the second area. My cognitive, in the way that I was thinking through things while I was there working out. I was, I was doing a lot, not just, you know, I don't commonly listen to music when I work out. I typically listen to something educational or something inspirational, something that'll get my brain working in a way that's not just based in nostalgia. So I don't really typically listen to a lot of music when I work out. I don't need that hype when I'm doing it, and my results speak for themselves. It's just the way that I have conditioned myself that I actually do get a really good workout that way. I don't need to listen to, my Korn or, Slipknot or some 80s music or something like that, or something that's going to be like, is preferably I like, metal or rock over the rest of them. Not really a easy listening romance type of thing. It's not the Dove while I'm in there working out. Actually, again, I just don't listen to a lot of music when I'm there. They play music in the gym. I don't pay attention to it. It's not my thing. It's not for me. I listen with my earbuds to something that is helping me develop myself, and give me different perspectives on something. So I will listen to books on tape, which I have, or it's not really books on tape anymore, right? It's just audiobooks. So I'll listen to things like that. It's just something to help build my future. And I do still push through. I've got a focus on brain muscle or brain body connection. So I put a lot of effort into also paying attention to the way my body feels when I'm doing the workout, what muscles are activated, so I can increase the what's called a motor neuron recruitment to overload. That helps more muscle fibers come online, so I get a better workout, burn more calories, and condition myself and define myself in more of an ideal direction than just do the movement and not have as much concentration on it. So there is the physical body, the community, the cognitive aspects, emotions are there. Finance not so much, but who's to say that doesn't have a secondary benefit from it? Business, because again, that's part of what I do for my living, as well as what I'm doing in this whole process here in the project to create something desirable. So I'm thinking about that along the way as well. So you can attribute some of that growth there. Sexuality, because I am working on, my physique. I'm working on my interactions with other people, my confidence, and then the way that I feel about myself interacting with people, what I find attractive, and then things like that, how I carry my body, things like that. All of that contribute in that world of sexuality, not just the desire to, have sex with somebody, but there's more to it. And then obviously purpose, spirituality. That is obviously what you're witnessing now is more of that. This is a purpose for me. This is my purpose. And this is, or you can even refer to as my spirituality. This is it for me. I'm putting in the effort. I'm doing the work because I want to make a change. So 1%, but I've got 1% in 7 out of the 8 categories. So technically it's not 1%, but it really felt like 1% effort because it's 1%, but I transitioned across different things. That's not 1%. That's a cumulative. So I've got 7% really, but it again only felt like 1 because I qualified it in such a way that it is working. So that being said, you can compound a lot of that stuff. The other thing is that I was dealing with today is just dealing with different support systems that are supposed to be there for you. And there's an interesting thing whenever you do have this subconscious belief in a support system, it has a way of rerouting your effort to something else. And I will tell you that I would suggest that you just work on the security you can provide yourself, not something that would be given to you by a governing body like a state or the federal government or something like that, or some local government. Unfortunately, a lot of it is turned into, just transferring money from one person to another, to an organization or something like that. So I would not suggest fall back on any of the systems like that and just create the future that you want for yourself. These are all things that are just obvious to me because I can't tell you how many people are relying on the government, or they think that's their safety net or their safety blanket. It's going to be there for them and it's going to do what they need it to do in order for them to have the comforts that they're familiar with, or at least if nothing else, they don't lose it all. If you play the game of losing it all, you're going to play harder. So whether it's there or not, I would suggest get into action. Do something to help with what your current circumstances are. If you start developing in all 8 areas of maturity, I guarantee you, I promise you, your life will be different. You will change it. To what degree and how obvious is that change? It may take you some time to realize it, but it will change your life and it'll do it profoundly. Just keep putting in the effort. Don't stop. The more you focus on one area of maturity, the more likely you are to recognize the development in that area, but also that area may show up because it becomes more proficient while something else shows up being more neglected. And your efficiency and effectiveness in that area does diminish whenever that area is affected. So just keep that in mind as you move through this entire thing. So this is not intended to be a long episode or a long video. It is intended to at least get a little bit more insight. You can develop in all these areas, but with only putting in 1% effort, but stay open to the bigger process. Really, the whole thing, like the workout's a standard. It's my lifestyle. I do it all the time. I just pushed myself a little bit harder today, 1% harder than I did yesterday. And I decided to post today. I decided to put something on social media, which extended my areas of growth because now I've got more into the world of reality that I have to work through. I've got to face the potential of being ridiculed or to be pursued over those photos in a way that is not what I'm really looking for. But I have to still put it out there to deal with it, right? So it's just do something so you have the reality of what you have to deal with in order to grow and overcome. Or to grow and to accept, whichever it may be. So, all right, do me a favor. Share this video with the people in your life you want to break the ice with. Pick that one person you want to make a difference with. Start a meaningful conversation. Get after it, man. The cavalry ain't coming. You're it. If you're tired of what you see going on in the world, do something about it by working on yourself. Don't go after the thing that you don't like that you see in the world. Show the world that you're different. Show the world that you have it put together. You're getting it put together. Be the demonstration of change. Go around demanding people change without actually putting in the effort yourself. The effort's not going out for activism. The effort's to put it on yourself. Do it for you. Show the rest of the world how much more functional you are that you developed yourself versus going and telling people they owe you something or whatever the hell else people are doing. You're not going to get power in a victim position. You want power because, not necessarily power over others, but you want to be powerful because that's what's going to move you into the direction of your goals. 1% on a daily basis is going to get you there. Step forward. Comment in the comment section if you're ready to step forward. Just put something out there. I don't give a damn what it is. Contribute to your community's maturity. Show the other people that you're getting something here and you're willing to put it into play, into practice. So with that, again, I am your host, Chad Everett Brochures. This is the Maturity Project. We got plenty to get up to. The path to hell is paved with good intentions for a good reason. You do not need to do that yourself. Work on yourself in the areas that need to be worked on. Those 8 different areas will free you from creating a path to hell. Now, if somebody else gets on that path after you formulated it, put it together, and sent it that direction. Excuse me, Jesus. If somebody else gets on that path and they send it that direction after you put it together, well, that's on you to make the stop loss so that you don't let them do that to it, right? But plenty of great people have had that happen to them. We can learn from our past. We can learn from other people's pasts. So let's get up to it, man. Let's get up to something. We got a world that needs us. Let's work on ourselves so we're ready for it. All right, till next time. Let's get up to something. Let's get up to it together. Let's go.